What up, Sauce Gang, and welcome back to the channel. Hot Sauce Beats here with another dope reaction for you. Well, happy Friday and the day after Thanksgiving. I thought a great way to kind of kick this off and finish the whole Squid Game hype that we've been running on here for the last month is to react to a content creator that was on Squid Game. His name is NightFoxx, and he just came out with a video called How I Lost $456,000 playing MrBeast's Squid Game. And supposedly there's a lot of like behind the scene looks in here of what it looked like and how it felt to be a contestant on this. So I'm pretty stoked for this, and I hope you enjoy the reaction. But before we jump into the video, please help support the channel by smashing that subscribe and like button. It's absolutely free and it greatly helps out the channel. But enough talking, let's get to reacting and roll that bomb ass intro.
Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Eat, sleep, make beats. Eat, sleep, make beats.
Hot Sauce Beats. Woo-hoo. Oh, let's go. Hey, and then make sure you go to NightFoxx's channel too. Smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Booyah. Let's go, fam. I'm ready.
MrBeast recreated Squid Game in real life, absolutely broke the internet,
so
and I was a contestant. Here's me, and here, and here. Unlike most hero stories, however, this one doesn't have a happy ending. I lost out on a chance to win $456,000. Man, that hurts to say still. This video is about my experience, things you didn't see in the games, and some other behind the scenes. A few days ago, I talked about how I got chosen and what I did leading up to the event. Now I'm gonna tell you everything after that. It all started with a ride to the airport.
You think I'm gonna win? Maybe.
My family and I are pretty tight-knit, and saying goodbye to them was easily the hardest part about this whole experience.
Aww.
I wanted to do my best not to let them down, but
Look at this dude.
I knew I'd see them again soon, knowing that filming was only supposed to take 2 days. The word "was" here is foreshadowing. After a flight down to North Carolina, I met up with some other contestants, aka competition, for a bus ride to the hotel.
AKA competition, AKA the losers, because I'm gonna win.
Yo, I found the blue bus. That was easy. It's the only blue bus I see, unless it was that one, and I missed it.
Oh, did I mention that part of winning this whole merch sweepstakes was MrBeast actually paying for my flight, hotel, and meals? Dude, what a guy. What a guy. MVP.
Wow.
I get my own room, which is fun. We gotta meet up at 5:30 in the morning tomorrow. Slept like garbage. Absolute doo-doo. I gotta admit, I didn't sleep very well. The nerves set in. Obviously, it's gonna be a really big day. And the sad thing is, I can't take my phone to record. I can't take the camera to record. So let's cut to the footage. Oh boy.
The first game we're gonna play is red light, green light. And they have 30 minutes to cross the red line on the other side of the room.
Did you get all that? Good. Here's what you missed. First off, this scene was shot inside, not outside. The sky, it was CGI'd in. Throughout the video, I'll point out all the CGI because dang, there was a lot of it, and it just makes the video that much more impressive. MrBeast literally rented out a rodeo arena to make this massive set in. And when I say massive, I mean football field size massive, which is probably why he gave us 30 minutes to complete it. Sounds easy, right? Wrong. When MrBeast said red light, we had to stand still for an average of about 5 minutes straight.
If they move right now, they're out. They have to hold this position.
Fam, just imagine, like, because a lot of times people pause in awkward positions. It's a long time to hold a pose, fam.
And until we say green light. And I can take all the time I want because we still have 23 minutes left.
Now you know why this guy was shaking so bad.
You're fine.
By the way, those pops just made noise and squirted juice. The smoke and the hole are all post-edit. God, the editing in this video is insane. But this should explain why the first person didn't even make it until around the 4:20 mark.
Yeah, that's the number!
Also, you see this guy and how far ahead he was? Yeah, there was a false rumor going around stating that the first person to finish would win a Tesla. He was a good 30 yards ahead of everyone at one point before he met his demise. What makes matters worse, they finish no Tesla. If you look at the end of this round and how frantic people get, it's not only because of the time. People were so happy to make it to the end, they would celebrate loudly. Now multiply that by around 200 and you'll realize how loud it got. It got so loud, in fact, nobody could even hear Jimmy say anything anymore, which is why at the end he did this.
I'm not even gonna say red light. I'm not saying red light.
you're probably wondering, where do I fit into all this? Well, I first make my appearance at the 19-second mark. And then again here and here. Notice how I always look the same? Like, I wasn't trying to be a showboat here. I kept my head down, I kept my arms on my jacket to reduce the arm movement, and I just kind of focused on what was ahead of me
what I would have done.
was around me. I knew I would never live it down if I got out the first round. People would say stuff like this.
Mr. NightFoxx! Where you going? What's happening here? How are they this bad at red light, green light?
Green light. Red light.
She just kept walking.
Love that one.
Was hilarious. I didn't see any of it. Like I said, my head was down, tunnel vision into the dirt, into the people in front of me. People started getting out in front of me, and I'd have to maneuver around them because they were supposed to sit down where they got out at. So then, like, the people in front of me get out, I'd have to go around them. I wasn't paying attention to around me, so like I didn't know this girl just like straight up just started walking.
Jogging over
That's
here.
hilarious.
Who's in the very back?
I finished with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left.
Job,
Number
NightFoxx.
61 still in it. Also, I randomly met Albert when he took this video. I saw him and now we're best friends. I don't care what he says. Oh yeah, one more thing. All of that footage you saw, yeah, that was day 2 of filming. Day 1 of filming actually ended up being completely scrubbed. The first day, we not only had small explosive devices attached to our chest, we also had phones attached to our arms, and the phone was supposed to detect our movement. When you moved your arm, it would send a signal to the device in your chest and pop. But you know, you multiply that by 456 and on an arena Wi-Fi network, and you can see where the trouble would be. To make matters worse, 456 people had been on the filming location.
Fam, I got a feeling like had they used the arm motion sensors, I mean, at least 50 more people would have gotten knocked out. I mean, I think it was it 121 that when I reacted to this for the first time, we saw him, he like was like halfway over and had to pause, but then he like kind of moved. Like he would have been out. I bet that would have knocked out a lot more people on red light, green light.
For around 9 hours at that point, with little to no sitting. I say all this because I feel it's important to let everyone know that MrBeast will do whatever it takes to make a good video. To remedy this situation, he bought 60 motion sensing cameras, hired a bunch of more guards to act as spotters in the crowd. You see them lined up all against the walls. Also, Jimmy felt so bad for wasting our time, like it was a burden or something, and gave us all $1,000 just for being patient. Tell me, when was the last time you felt bad and gave away $456,000? Anyway, yeah, that was day 1 and day 2. Let's go on to day 3. Let's talk about this set for a second. First off, all of Jimmy's sets were in different locations, and so it meant a lot of bus rides back and forth. Nobody told us this set existed though. The video teaser you all saw many times by now came out after we recorded the video. All of us were in general shock, especially when this happened.
If you look above your head, you'll see the $456,000 you're competing for. And now let's move on to Honeycomb.
Honeycomb. The game I thought I would honestly get out on. It doesn't help that my character number in Squid Game also died in Honeycomb. You know, it's funny because this is another point where false rumors came to play. If you're American, you probably haven't played Honeycomb, or Dalgana as it's more properly called, which is why the rumor of us all playing tic-tac-toe instead came to light. Walking in these sets makes you feel like you were in the show. It was an absolute wild experience every time you stepped into one for the first time. Seeing the question mark on the doors, though, was definitely not fun. After we all lined up, they started breaking the glass that was hiding the shapes. Or they tried. You know, this was the take where they found a pickaxe lying around because, sure, and took out the glass. What they didn't show was the 20 times they threw a hammer at the glass and it didn't break. Either way, star, then circle came. Hey, look, it's me.
If I was you, I'd be getting pretty nervous.
Yes, I was very worried. With 2 shapes left, it was either a triangle or an umbrella.
Reveal it!
Let's just say I'm happy with what I got. 10 minutes on the clock to do the shape. I was one of the first people to finish at 9 minutes and 30 seconds, and that was it for me. But just with the last game, there was some drama. You see how carefully she's grabbing it? That's because somebody dropped theirs. It was an umbrella, so it was like it was kind of a long shot anyway, but somebody grabbed their tray, walked away, started walking away, and accidentally dropped it, and when they dropped it, it broke. And
so we actually heard about this on MrBeast's live video he did a couple days ago of buying a Lamborghini for $35, but Carl was talking about it. But yeah, a lady grabbed it, dropped it, and like right when it was like dropping, she accidentally kicked it too, and it instantly broke. So that sucks really bad.
And they're eliminated.
See it?
Speaking of umbrellas, out of the 60 people that got it, only 4 actually did it successfully.
I hate my life.
Oh my god.
This guy lost his needle in the sand for 3 minutes, found it, and still won at the end.
Time is up.
You did it? You did the umbrella?
We also see our first plot character, 456 here. A little fun fact is that these characters were actually switched to help give tribute to the show. 456 was Asian, 067 had some resemblance, and 001 was the oldest guy there, but he didn't make it past red light, green light.
No, that's my boy Blue.
One more thing. You see a lot of people licking their candy like the show. Some people got so much saliva on their candy that it would either be dripping wet when they showed their completed candy, or it would disintegrate altogether.
Are you serious?
Let's just be thankful that none of that made it in the video. Once back in the bunker area, we noticed that more of the bunks had been removed. I found my spot and kept it for the rest of the video.
Leave in the next 5 minutes, I'll give you $4,000. Let's weed out some of the weak people.
No, $4,000.
Just smack your shit.
Thank you.
I was not expecting this many people.
There we go, head on out.
You see what he did there? Jimmy needed an even number to split us up in groups for the next game of tug of war. We all knew it was coming and had sort of made alliances beforehand. Jimmy did one of those reverse psychology things though, where he made this tweet saying he didn't want to just tell us to get in groups of 10 because we knew what would happen. Yeah, he did it anyway, and chaos ensued.
And with that, I'm gonna need you all to split up into groups of 10.
Being a big guy though, I was quickly recruited to be the anchor for this team.
These people, we have intelligence, skill, and brawn.
But the girls...
Oh, no girls allowed. Ooh, okay.
It was then time to play tug of war. At 2 o'clock in the morning. The whole set here was CGI. The stuff behind us, and then all of this. Whoever Jimmy has on his team to do this should definitely get a raise. This was one of the coolest shots in the video. Definitely helped sell the entire scene. I love how they put us at the bottom as well. I was on Team 7, and I just want to point out that we absolutely dominated.
They seem happy. Team 7 and 2, head on out. Oh, it's already on right side.
I was in the back, and you could even see me at one point so far backed up against the wall that I can't move anymore. Turns out the team we were going against was just letting go of the ropes so they wouldn't fall in. I will say it's pure luck that this happened at the last matchup though, because the set breaking was definitely not planned.
Oh, they broke the set. There you go. They broke it.
So yeah, it's 3:45 in the morning. I'm still in it, you know?
Here we are at day 4, and to start off everything, we have marbles. Jimmy had a trick up his sleeve though, and things got dirty real quick.
Instead of letting you pick your partner, we're gonna make you partner with your best friend. Throughout this entire challenge, we've been monitoring who you've been talking to the most, and we're gonna make you partner up with them.
I do want to admit, I saw this coming. I've seen this show. I know the whole friend aspects of the marble game. It's great TV. Being a YouTuber, I also knew when the cameramen were just filming us standing around doing nothing, something was up. And I told my friend to stay away from me that day. And that's why when everybody got paired up. So yeah, they put me with a random dude. Actually, that was the random dude right there. That's the guy I eliminated. I don't even know his name. This is the game we played. We stood right here at these little stack of rocks and we threw marbles against the wall, played closest to the wall wins. I probably should have told him that I've played basketball for 10 years, but that kind of slipped my mind. Anyway, I killed him. I beat him pretty bad. After winning marbles, 30 of us were left. I'll admit, all of us thought Jimmy was going to do another offer to leave with some prize money like he did before. That's why when he mentioned this...
At this point in the real show, there was an all-out brawl to thin the numbers. So instead, we're gonna play Dachi.
We all died a little inside. I never played this game before and barely knew what to do. That, of course, didn't stop me, and I made it all the way to the final 16. It was at this point that I looked up, saw the money, and realized this is getting real. Up until then, I had just had the mindset of getting it to the next round, but after this, it was impossible to ignore the possibility looming overhead. But,
so much
you
money.
know, fate is a dirty thing sometimes. Here's the breakdown. It's not shown in the video, but Jimmy started off having us go one by one to choose a number. I caught on pretty quickly what the good numbers were based on how complicated the symbols were. Problem was, there were people way ahead of me in the crowd, and so when he said, all of us go get a number, someone beat me to mine. I panicked and just grabbed the one next to it. The number I would have chosen had I not gotten beaten was 15. The number I ended up with was 7. It was at this point I knew it was over. I think what I'm gonna do is give this away to somebody who subscribes in the next 7 days. Might be a cool souvenir. Anyway, once we got to the glass bridge part, a plan was set in place. The lower numbers would keep the higher numbers from winning. We came up with the idea to do one square and then make a bigger number do one before we would go again.
I want somebody past 8 to take the next step.
As you watch the game, you'll notice people cutting to jump a square. Time goes down quick and people start to panic.
Don't look good back there right now.
No, I'm not moving. I'm not moving.
1 goes down, then 2, then 3, then 4.
Doing this for the girls.
5 is now up and goes and makes it.
Oh, he got it.
Not a chance.
Yeah, you knew back there, 15.
Then it's 6's turn to go.
This is a real life decision.
90 seconds. 1.5 minutes.
Come on now, come on, come on, come on.
This is my favorite part of the video.
Jump!
This is so good.
And they make it. With 1 minute left, everyone turns to me. I get a lot of questions asking why did I go ahead. Peer pressure played a big role, but I also knew it was my turn. The numbers ahead of me had all jumped at least once and survived. I knew that if I could just make 1, 2, I would be okay as well. With 5 and 6 telling me to go and everyone yelling at me from behind.
Why are they not rushing? If you go, I'll take the next one.
I knew I wasn't getting out of it. You know, I wanted to win $456,000, but I also knew I didn't want to be the reason nobody won and have MrBeast's video end badly, so I made a decision. One that cost me the win, but you know, it kept my reputation. I went out a hero,
job,
and
NightFoxx.
a friend of mine ended up winning the whole thing. It was an amazing experience, and I'm thrilled to have been a part of this historic moment on YouTube. And if you haven't seen MrBeast's video, I implore you to watch it.
Check it out.
You know, I'm just a side story in a massive game called Beast Games. Oh, and one final thing, I always knew I was gonna donate 10% of my winnings to Team C's. So since I won $2,000 for all my efforts, $200 will be donated to them. The website's linked down below, and if you want to join me in donating, you can. Together, we can save the ocean. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Hey, let me bring you in. Let's see if Spotify's playing today. And dang right it is. That's what's up. NightFoxx, I just gotta say, amazing video. Fam, again, if you've never checked out NightFoxx before, he does a lot of Roblox content on his channel, and make sure you subscribe to it. But this was absolutely amazing. Let me bring you back in. NightFoxx, congratulations on making it as far as you did. That really sucks that you did get out, and especially so close to the end of Glass Bridge, but amazing video. I loved seeing these behind the scenes and learning more about it. Also, I didn't realize it took 4 to 5 days to film, and just all that sitting time on red light, green light. That was crazy. But I loved that he had strategy. You know, it seems like he kind of picked up on a lot of the hidden things or twists before they were even announced. So I mean, mad props to him. And again, this was such a good video. I loved seeing the behind the scenes. Spotify, of course, playing an ad now. But yeah, make sure you check out NightFoxx, and I hope you have an amazing Friday and a great upcoming weekend. And of course, I get a hiccup on my outro, but enjoy the rest of your day, and please help support the channel by smashing that subscribe and like button. It's absolutely free, and it greatly helps out the channel. And remember, it's eat, sleep, and make beats, and as usual, be kind to one another. And that's all I got. Boom! I'm out. Got my love, the Sauce Gang. Peace. Peace out, fam. Booyah!